The title appears, Rise of the Guardians. It gets bigger and closer, filling the screen, then passes by. For Mary Catherine Joyce, a guardian fierce and true. Credits appear over a black background. Directed by Peter Ramsey. Produced by Christina Steinberg, PGA, and Nancy Bernstein, PGA. Executive producers William Joyce, Guillermo del Toro, and Michael Siegel. Screenplay by David Lindsay Abaire. Based on Guardians of Childhood, the book series by William Joyce, and The Man in the Moon, a real effects short film directed by William Joyce. Music by Alexander Desplat. Under a small image of Jack Frost, Chris Pine. Beneath an image of North, Alec Baldwin. Under a small picture of Pitch, Jude Law. Below Tooth, Isla Fisher. Underneath an image of Bunny, Hugh Jackman. Editor, Joyce Arastia. Head of Story, Hamish Grieve. Production Designer, Patrick Mark Hannenberger. Visual Effects Supervisor, David Prescott. Head of Layout, Damon O'Byrne. Head of Character Animation, Gabe Bordos. Art Director, Max Boas. Associate Producers, Tom Jacome, Cameron Stevning. Production Manager, Ryan Harris. Visual Consultant, Roger Deakins, ASC, BSc. Animation Supervisors, Anthony Gray, Stephen Shaggy Hornby, Philippe Lebrun, David Pate, Pierre Perifel. Head of Effects, Yancy Lindquist. Co-Head of Effects, Anthony Field. Supervising Technical Director, Ray Forciati. Character Effects Supervisor, Nathan Folk. Lighting Supervisors, Sonia Burchard, Archie Donato, Susan Hayden, Anne-Marie Cohen, David C. Lawson, Betsy Knopfsinger. Modeling Supervisor, Hyun Hu. Surfacing Supervisor, Andy Harbeck. Character Supervisor, Arthur Gregory. Visual Consultant, Alexander McDowell, RDI. Final Layout Supervisor, Michael Trull. Matte Painting Supervisor, Eric Buffard. Crowd Supervisor, Sean Fennell. Stereography, Willem Dries. Sound Designer, Supervising Sound Editor, Richard King. Re-recording Mixers, Andy Nelson, Jim Bolt. Casting by Leslie Feldman and Christy Soper-Hilt. It's morning as the credits scroll. The Guardians gently place the sleeping children back into their homes. Cupcake lies on her back, supported by Eggs, who carry her through a pet door, into a hallway, and then flop her onto her bed face down. Tooth Fairies carry a sleeping blonde boy with glasses into the bathroom, brush his teeth for him, and plop him onto his bed. More fairies carry a girl in a beanie towards a closed window. As the fairies fly through just fine, the girl bumps her head on the glass and falls down into the hands of a Yeti. Elves cart a girl through a pet door, past a suspicious dog who's lounging in his dog bed. A Yeti carries 2 children, one in each hand, over an ice-covered pond. An opening forms on either side of him, and he drops the children through. Holes open up in the kids' bedroom, and the children shoot through, landing comfortably in their beds. Back by the dog's pillow, the dog watches as an elf holds his bone and begins to lick it curiously, then chomp on it ravenously. 2 elves toss a small girl on her bed, but she rolls off onto the other side, falling to the floor and landing on a 3rd elf. In Jamie's room, the young boy sleeps as one of the large furry creatures sits on his bed, reading a book on Yetis. The creature chuckles and signs the book Phil with a heart, then puts it on Jamie's nightstand before leaving. Copyright 2012 DreamWorks Animation LLC, all rights reserved. DreamWorks Animation LLC is the author and creator of this motion picture, for the purposes of the Berne Convention and all national laws giving effect thereto, and for the purposes of copyright law in the United Kingdom. This motion picture is protected under the laws of the United States and other countries. Unauthorized duplication, distribution, or exhibition may result in civil liability and criminal prosecution. This film has been described by Deluxe, with funding by Paramount Pictures. Voice by Laura Post. A boy sits fishing on a crescent-shaped moon. DreamWorks Animation SKG is written just above a patch of fluffy white clouds.